So you approach the tent that you are directed to. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last, you've arrived. I've been waiting for you.
You have?
Enter Marcus. Enter Gesh. Enter Camus. Enter Katrina.
How do you know our names?
Irina's
I
just like,
ask as we step in.
Irina's just like, cool, I'll just wait out here then.
I will give her a nod as I step inside. Cozy.
There wasn't room for her anyway. She didn't want to go in. Madam Ava knows many things.
Maybe she just heard us talking outside.
You don't think you've given your names yet?
We did
In
not
the
give
camp?
anyone our names.
Welcome.
Oh, that sounds in the song.
Hmm?
There's a sound in the song that's kind of in the background. I thought it was like in my house.
Oh.
Anyway.
So you are the ones.
Apparently.
Yes, you four will do. She goes to her crystal ball and places her spindly fingers over it and moves it away.
What do you mean
And-
moves it away?
Moves it off. She lifts it off of the table and places it on a shelf. And then takes out a deck of cards. And places it on the table. Well, you are here for your Taroka reading, are you not?
Sure,
What?
I'll bite.
Whatever that is.
If you must.
Taroka cards.
They're like tarot cards for D&D.
Pretty
Yep,
much, yeah.
that's literally what they are. Different suits, different major arcana, but literally the same.
I take it this is your first time then.
I'd
Yes.
say I've heard of Taroka before. Is it something that's specific to Barovia?
Or the Vistani.
It is an old Vistani tradition. Just as you draw your card from fate, so too shall you draw what is to come, if you are wise.
That's Not vague and cryptic at all.
Can't you just give us the right card? Wouldn't that be easier for all of us?
I'm not sure
Oh
that's
no,
how it
let her
works.
do her thing. There's supposed to be some sort of air of theatric business to this, isn't there?
Oh, the theatrics are just fun. What's important is that you draw your cards. And she shuffles the deck. There are 4 of you, and there are 4 cards. 4 things, 4 treasures, you might say, that will help you in your quest. I can help you find them. After all, you're going to need all the help you can get. Shall we begin?
If no one else will step forward, I will to draw the first card.
Up, up. There is an order to things. She looks at Marcus.
Yo,
The first card is yours.
I will draw a card.
This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient and knowledge of the land will help you better understand your enemy. And you draw the card. It is the 9 of Swords. Ah, yes. I see.
Darn, one off from being a cool metal song.
She, her eyes go white as she begins to tell or read the fortune off of the card. Yes, I see. There is a town where all is not well. There you will find a den of entertainment belonging to a man with a monkey who is more than what he seems.
Okay.
You may take the card.
Do we like need to make a note of what these are?
Yeah, you can write them down. I'll put it in. I'll post it in chat. As for the next card, this next card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. And she looks at Gesh, but then
Yeah,
looks
sounds
at
about
Camus,
right.
Camus behind him actually, and says, "Come forth."
I've been yeeted out of the town.
No, you just shuffle around.
Okay.
Camus, you draw the card. It is the one of glyphs. Interesting. Yes, I see. This treasure belongs to Mother Night, but is hidden in the house of the Morning Lord, in the hands of a setting sun, having fallen from the heavens. And she hands you the card.
Are you sure I got the right card here?
Now you... She looks at Gesh. You
Yes.
will draw the third card. a card of power and strength, a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight.
I like the sound of that.
You draw the One of Swords. Yes. Yes, I see. This treasure lies in the house of a dragon. In hands once clean and now corrupted. The beacon will light the way. And that is your card. And you, my dear, step forward.
Stepping over people's tokens.
The tent is really small and crowded. It's like,
Excuse
hang
me,
on,
pardon
let me
Excuse me.
let me past you.
Yeah.
This card is different than the others. You see, this card. Excuse me. This card is not a treasure, but a person. A faded
See?
enemy of Strahd. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness.
We'll
And
tentatively
she
reach
motions-
forward and draw the card.
It's blank. There is nothing on it. That's that's not right. Let me. She draws another card, and another. She draws a whole hand. Her hands are shaking, and she drops the whole hand on the table. They're all blank.
Damn.
This has never happened before.
So you're saying we're on our own?
In the past, there have been those who have drawn the most unfortunate of cards. This is something entirely different. I have done readings before where the chosen have had no ally. But there is a card for that. She begins rifling through the deck. Every card in it is just completely blank.
Is that how it normally works?
I'm guessing that it's not.
Perhaps you're just out of energy?
No. No, every card in this deck has meaning, but this... She looks severely shaken. I don't know what this means. To erase the entire deck.
It would take someone powerful to do that, right? So that means our ally is someone insanely powerful, right?
You're like, that's what it means, right? And she looks way too shaken to
It's like that
give an answer, and your
Anakin
hopeful
and Padme
smile.
meme.
Yeah, your hopeful smile just starts to fall.
That's what it means, right?
They're insanely powerful, right?
Anakin and Padme meme.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you anyway. Katrina will say as she pockets the one of the blank cards that she actually drew.
Yeah. She looks a little afraid of you for drawing this card.
The
and-
blank of
Maybe we
blanks.
should look at it under a different light.
Perhaps you just have to fill it in yourself.
Yes, this is my my OC. He's really strong.
He's a dragon, he has one heavily muscled arm, and he breathes fire.
And he has a special ability, auto kill vampire.
Yes.
Is there anything
She is
else?
a bit too shell shook to tell you to leave, but
Perhaps we should be going.
she
Yeah, we'll
half
just let her
nods.
freak out.
Yeah.
I am genuinely curious, though, about how this deck works.
Magic.
I mean,
Shrugs.
clearly it is magical in some way. The cards presumably start out blank, and then as soon as they are drawn, they are filled in, normally, but if that is not the case, and this was actually a full deck of printed cards, then you might need another deck.
You're gonna erase another of this poor woman's decks.
No, I'm not saying I'm... It was a figure of speech. I'm fine with the reading I got, or lack thereof. Katrina will step out of the tent first.
I will follow.
I'll spare a last glance at the woman, but then
You
walk
see,
out.
she's silently whispering a prayer, like a panicked kind of. You know, like when people cross themselves after something bad happens.
oh boy, maybe I better start getting on good terms with the gods then.
So, how'd it go?
We traumatized an old
It
woman.
was interesting.
That bad, hmm? Fun.
I'm going to motion for Irina to come in closer, and then very discreetly, so that none of the other Vistani can see, pull out the blank card, show her it's blank, and whisper, "Have you ever heard of a fortune teller running out of cards?"
No?
Well, this one did.
I think perhaps we should make our leave before the others inquire about this and panic.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you guys. Great stories. Decent wine. Could be better. We had fun, but
We really do need to
better
get
be
to
going.
Valaki before nightfall.
Oh, good luck.
We've already
Yeah,
stayed longer
you
than we
spent
should.
you spent a good amount of time here. But they do wave you goodbye.
We can assume we took a short rest at the fire, right?
Yes, that was a short rest.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a hit die. To be at full health for the rest of the journey.
I'll go ahead and spend a hit die just to recover my 2 hit points.
I lost 8. And we go.
Yes. as you go, there's a bit of an incline, and in the distance, you catch a glimpse of the castle.
Over the trees?
Yeah, so it's on a mountain top, and
I
you're
see.
close enough now, and it's light enough. It's still light enough. It's like, it's starting to get a little darker because it's like late afternoon, so the sun, or lack of thereof, isn't as bright or
Are the
less
directions the little arrows
bright.
point to higher up?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that was...
So generally how maps work is like the innermost circle is the highest altitude, and the
Yeah,
closer
so
the
Alright,
elevation
yeah, I
lines are
see.
together, the steeper
so
it
the
is.
arrows are pointing downhill.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But yes, you see Castle Ravenloft looming in the distance. Roll perception.
So the castle's like in the little divot on the top of a mountain,
No, it is on the top of a fucking mountain.
but there are arrows pointing down towards it.
It may be like
It's
a
not
moat.
very. It's not very clear on this image.
Yeah, you
but
can't tell from.
Okay, I guess.
Did not have advantage on that, so that's a 6. It's not very clear from the map alone, but I'm pretty sure Castle Ravenloft is on like a pillar of rock that sort of meets the height of the surrounding
Yeah.
mountains.
I guess the parts that aren't arrow, they're just like the thick brown part is steeper.
Yeah,
Like the
thick
actual
brown parts
cliff
are like
face,
legit cliffs.
Okay, yeah, okay, then that makes sense.
I don't know if Marcus or Gesh wish to roll perception, but
Yeah, I'll try.
okay. Marcus and Gesh, you see smoke. It
In
looks
which direction?
coming from the castle.
Oh.
It looks like there's 2 towers in the center, and one of them, the one that is farther from you, it's kind of hard to see, but you do see smoke coming from it.
What does that
Well,
mean?
that could mean anything.
Smoke like this thing is currently on fire, or smoke like someone is living here?
I mean, you're far enough away that if we're like just a chimney from 2 miles away, you don't think you would notice that. Camus, you also can see the smoke when it's pointed out to you. It's sort of a little black fog that stands out against like the white green fog.
As
Like,
a
oh yeah, that
non-sequitur-
mist over there is a lot darker. Katrina, you don't.
Yeah, no.
You can't make it out.
As a non sequitur aside, my favorite low-level shenanigans combo, the Spell Sniper, Sorcerer, Warlock, can shoot Eldritch Blasts from an entire hex away.
Damn.
Wow.
That's wonderful. I mean, whatever it is, we're definitely not going to go investigate it.
Yeah, Gesh and Marcus, you think you sort of see a faint red glow. Sort of outlining the castle.
Spooky.
Or the towers. It's really hard to tell from here, but you're like, You do see a faint red glow coming from behind it in the mist.
Anyway,
And you continue up the river.
I don't like the fact that there's a specific battle map for this.
You see something most curious.
what? A waterfall?
No.
Something not on the map yet?
Something not on the map yet. Give me 1 minute to scale that.
Yo, you must be ready immediately. A shipwreck in the middle of the ocean?
What?
In the river?
You see a shipwreck in the middle of the river.
What?
Yeah.
Well, clearly they were sailing in the ocean and sailed into the mist and just got barfed out into the river. I have no idea if that's true.
That seems
I mean,
the
that would
likely
make sense.
explanation.
That's my hypothesis.
You approach it.
Katrina is very curious about something so out of place, so yes.
I will follow.
The-
Just to make sure you don't, like, do something dangerous. It's dangerous to explore shipwrecks alone.
yes, I realize that.
I don't say that out loud. I'm just saying, as for the reason why I follow.
Yeah.
It's very
How deep is this river?
fairly. It's a big shipwreck. The river seems to be flowing through several holes in it, but the
The
ship
wreck is
or
bigger
what?
than the river.
Oh yeah. It's very rotted. Looks like it's been here for a long time.
We think
And this is just the biggest, most stubborn piece that's left of it. That's too big to completely break away.
whoever came with the ship left anything behind in it.
Maybe
Roll
not.
perception. You see a skeleton in there.
Well, perhaps they weren't so lucky as to survive the journey.
Well, probably not, since they crashed in this river. You think there's anything worth having in there? I say we loot it.
Go inside and roll perception
If
then.
it's been here for so long, they probably People probably already picked it clean.
You see by the skeleton, so the skeleton looks like kind of like a sailor. It's got a, well, you see he's missing like a leg. And you see a sort of piece of wood nearby his leg, and you think it
Peg
was
leg?
like a, yeah, you think it was a peg leg that is like no longer attached. Like it slipped off when the leg rotted away. And you also see a small lockbox nearby. There's like a desk and a chair, but both are like completely fucking broken and rotted. And like there's sort of this metal lockbox inside a drawer that used to be a drawer.
Can we see most of the available explorable space on this shipwreck, or is there like a cabin or something that's still somewhat intact further in?
You see a door. It looks like a cabin door. It's underwater.
Hmm.
Let's not go in there.
Does Gash point out the lockbox?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it.
Alright, you have a lockbox. It is locked, as the name suggests.
No way.
With how heavily, like with what?
I think it's pickable. Perhaps breakable as well, but you don't know if that will damage what's inside.
Yeah, I'd rather pick it if we can.
The sailor,
Karina's also going to
the
cast
sailor's
Mage
corpse
Hand
doesn't
to-
happen to have a key on it, does it?
Roll perception.
Well, I'm not on the ship.
Oh, well then don't roll perception.
While this is happening, Katrina is going to use Mage Hand to open the underwater door,
I can look at the
Um,
body.
see if it's unlocked.
What's the weight limit on Mage Hand?
Let me just cast it and show it to chat.
10 pounds. Okay, so it turns the handle and tries to pull on the door, but it's pulling against the weight of all the water,
Hmm.
and it's a struggle.
Isn't the water
But
on both
eventually-
sides though?
Eventually you do get it open, and you see water on the other side.
I mean, no shit.
A little bit of water. It's mostly just like the floor, like the riverbed.
Hmm.
You surmise that obviously the ship is, the space for the ship is not nearly big enough for the ship. You surmise that it appeared here, and
Like I said.
there's no room for what's behind this door, so it's not here. You don't know where it is, if it's somewhere else,
Oh,
if it's buried, you have no idea.
it's probably very.
I'm gonna reach my hand down to the water's surface and sort of test it, see how fast it's flowing, see how cold it is.
It's pretty cold. It's not super fast here, because the water seems to be pooling a bit near the ship before it flows out.
Karina's gonna stand up again. Yeah, I'm not too excited about searching below water for anything that might be buried here, but that lockbox is certainly interesting.
I will check the
Yeah, we
body for a
definitely gotta get
key.
this open at some point.
Yeah.
Roll perception.
10.
You search through the pockets. You can't find anything.
It was worth a try.
You don't know if that means that the key just isn't on him, if it got washed away, or if it is on him but it's in like a really, really hidden spot that you haven't thought of.
Well, I'm not looking. I said we just try to open the box.
Alright, make a lockpicking roll.
Do any of us actually have lockpicks? Or thieves' tools or what have you?
Yeah,
Or I don't
you
think
need
so.
proficiency with thieves' tools in order to pick a lock?
I think you can still try, you just don't get the proficiency bonus.
Well, I don't even know how you open it without them.
Brute force, which would be a strength check instead. Is it a physical lock, sort of like padlock, external to the box itself, or is it
No,
built in?
it's not. It's built into the box.
Okay.
That would be so much easier.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Regardless, we can save it for later at least.
That's true.
Yeah, we could try to find somebody to pick it for us.
We really should
Alright.
keep moving.
Imagine a D&D party without a rogue.
You add the sailor's lockbox to your inventory.
How desperately do we want to explore the underwater of this? Because
I
I
don't-
guess I should mention that I could wild shape into something that's swimming, or that can swim.
I don't think there's really much to search anyway, so...
I don't
Okay.
feel like getting soaked in cold water. But were it not for that, Katrina seemed mildly interested in what was down there.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be worth it.
Let's move along.
Alright. I would like more rolls. D12
I
and
got
D8.
the D12. Oh no.
I'll do the 8, I guess. Three.
Oh. Very low rolls.
So you continue along the river, approaching the bridge, and you see an old grave.
Is this still within eye shot of the shipwreck?
It's a bit of a ways away.
Oh, okay.
You walk for about 10 minutes.
Just recycling battle maps.
It
Really
looks
feel any need to. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
so yeah, you're a ways away from the shipwreck now. The grave appears to have been dug up.
Like someone grave robbed it?
Yeah. It's a shallow, mud-filled hole with dirt or rocks strewn around. A few scattered bones.
Well, that's rude.
I'll sort of nod over to Amos and put the bones back in the hole and mold earth it shut once more.
Yeah.
We both know that cantrip, so we can both help with this.
Woo.
Roll perception.
At last, a good perception roll.
$18, huh? Wow, you would think. Weird. As you begin to
Nope.
disturb the bones, Marcus and Camus, you feel a chill.
We should leave these bones alone.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Sorry, what? Katrina says, sort of oblivious.
what is that? Is that a ghost?
Nothing good.
You hear a voice. No one will ever know you died here. This is my grave, not yours.
Katrina will set the bones down, step back. Sorry? Did not realize those were occupied.
I've been lonely here for so long. Perhaps it would be nice to share a grave.
Spooky.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Guten roll.
Not roll.
Oof.
Jesus.
What about Irina?
You're in good turn order.
Maybe Irina will be faster than her.
Yeah, let me get her sheet. It's easy to find now. Oh wow, she's the fastest. However, well, I guess she should roll perception. Okay, so Irina, Camus, and Marcus see the ghost. Gesh and Katrina, you are considered ambushed.
We are surprised. We do not get a turn this
Yeah.
turn.
But Irina's like, oh shit. And she'll just
Oh shit, spook.
throw fire. As you do. It sort of goes through the ghost, disrupting it a bit as it goes through. But otherwise it seems relatively unfazed. The ghost will, its eyes turn black, and I need everyone to make a DC 13 wisdom save.
Oh boy. We are very wise.
Oof. Okay. Well, oof for me. Although
We are very
Okay.
wise.
Yeah. And then it's just gonna sort of grasp at Camus. And not meet your AC. Okay. Marcus.
Have I ever seen anything like this before?
Up to you. I mean, it's a ghost.
I don't
Maybe
know
once.
how to hurt it or not.
That's up to you to figure out.
Can I use my hunter sense feature?
Show me the feature.
It tells me how best to hurt it or something like that.
And your... Okay, this does not have to be...
This is my action, but I think it's worth doing.
Oh, okay, it's an action. Okay. And it doesn't have to be your chosen foe? Could
No,
just
it's
be
one
anything?
creature I can see within 60 feet.
You mean to learn whether it has any of these resistance or vulnerability and what they are. If it's hidden from divination magic. Okay. And you can use this wisdom times. Okay. Okay. Resistances. Acid, fire, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks. Immune to cold, necrotic, and poison.
That's
No
good to know.
weaknesses. Or no vulnerabilities, rather. And that's your action, so Camus.
I would have only been able to do resisted damage anyway.
Camus was not surprised?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna move and let it provoke an attack of let myself provoke an attack of opportunity.
Alright, it rolls a 1 to hit.
Cool.
It doesn't even attack, it's just like, why are you leaving me?
Then I am going to fairy fire it. So the 20-foot cube is, I'm gonna make it so that it basically only targets this ghost, and it makes a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
Dex save. You got it. It fails.
Okay, it is outlined in light, and for the duration, any attack rolls against the affected creature or object have advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
Alright. Katrina and Gesh, you are both surprised. Irina will just throw more fire. And miss completely. Wait. No, that hits. That hits.
Yeah, advantage.
The 12 actually is just enough.
Oh.
Also advantage. Is fairy fire.
Ghost will approach Marcus. Marcus, I need you to make a charisma save as the ghost tries to enter you.
1 second. $12.
The ghost disappears, and you lose control of your body.
Well, that's really rude.
What happens to the fairy fire?
It is now on Marcus.
Um,
If you look into his eyes, they're glowing the exact color of the ghost's eyes.
That's weird.
The same black. Marcus,
That's
you are
bad.
aware.
But not in control.
Not in control.
this sucks.
I will post that. That's whispered. There you go.
I missed by 1.
You missed by 1. It will just act on its turn, so... Marcus is possessed. Camus. You see Marcus turn to look at you with the same hateful, lonely, whatever the fuck look that the ghost was giving you.
I guess the question is, would I know how to combat this?
Roll Arcana, Religion.
Sure.
One of the two. You think if
my
you
initiative is wrong now.
You think if you hit him enough, the ghost will leave the body?
Okay. Given that knowledge, bonus action.
You think it's also dispellable, but
I don't have the tools
yeah.
to do that. So I will magicify 3 stones, and as a bonus action, and then normal action, throw this 1 stone at Marcus. My apologies.
None taken. I mean, no offense taken.
Also no
Use the
damage
advantage
taken
roll.
because
That's the
okay,
advantage roll.
That still doesn't clear his AC.
Yeah.
Katrina. Did you cut out?
No, I am just thinking, and I don't know if there's a way to target the thing possessing Marcus without targeting just straight up.
Not unless you can turn it.
No. So I'm going to just cast Shadow Blade as a bonus action.
I guess I'll just sit here then.
You want to control possessed Marcus? Just to give you something to do?
I don't particularly feel like attacking our
That's
friend,
fine.
so
Okay.
I'm going to hold my action. If the ghost somehow leaves Marcus's body before my next turn, I'm going to throw the Shadow Blade at it. So that is my action. It is being held. That is my turn.
Yes.
I don't have a spell to turn undead, and I also do not have the paladin feature turn undead because that's not the subclass that I have.
Yes.
So instead, we're just gonna smack you. And miss.
Alright. Irina will hesitate.
You still have advantage against him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Where's
Yeah,
the
he's been
advantage
fairy
from?
fired.
Fairy fire.
Oh,
That will hit. 7 bludgeoning damage.
Well,
wouldn't
8
it be
was
the
her
8?
first roll.
Yeah, the 8. Boy, how eager you are to take more damage. Irina will hesitate.
The faster I take damage, the sooner this thing gets out of me.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure we would want to take the first roll anyway, even if it was worse than the second,
Yeah. Yeah.
just for consistency's sake.
Marcus, not Marcus, will attack Gesh because he's in the way. Short sword attack. That will miss. Just clanks off of your armor, and Camus is up.
Throw the second of my magic stones. And then second one just to see if it's... Oh, it is a crit.
Same damage?
Apparently, unless you decide to tack the 2 crit damage onto the first damage roll.
Yeah, we can do that. Just beat him in the face. Marcus, you're like, ow, because you're still conscious in there.
This sucks.
Katrina.
I am so very sorry about this. I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip. Ignore the offhand. It is not an offhand attack. It's a spell.
Weird.
It uses the ghost int, I think. Yes.
Yes.
That's a nat 20.
So they take 6 or
Half
7 damage. Yeah, half.
All right, 6 damage. Gesh.
We're gonna hit you again. Got the quick advantage.
Yeah. So 11 bludgeoning. Marcus is looking pretty beat up. Marcus, you're feeling pretty beat up.
This sucks.
Irina's like,
We're taking a short rest after this.
I can also pump you full of healing words.
That's true.
Sorry about this.
Am I allowed to cast Cure Wounds on myself?
Not while you're being controlled.
I mean, later.
When you're conscious, yes.
Marcus, you unfortunately, you dodged the sacred flame. What a weird sentence.
Yeah.
Let's see. Doesn't gain access to the target's knowledge, class features, or proficiencies. Okay, so it can't use your spells, and so it can just hit.
It doesn't have
the short
access to
sword
what?
again. It can't use your features and spells.
Oh, so it should be doing 2 less damage with my swords then.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't get my fighting style.
Okay. But yeah, it can't like steal a hunter's mark, but it is gonna try and hit Gesh. And also fail. The ghost does not know how to be in Marcus's body, clearly. Camus, you're up.
You're trying your best, ghost buddy.
Throw my last rock at Marcus. How do you make it roll with advantage? Oh, there it
yeah,
is.
that should be a thing.
There's like a setting you can so you can either toggle it or have it
advantage
always
toggle.
roll.
There you go.
That will hit.
I don't know why that's not the default setting.
Katrina.
I have 5 hit points left.
I'm gonna throw my Shadow Blade at Marcus and just tears in my eyes. I am so sorry.
You all owe me a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, hit me.
Oh, sorry, I was.
Come on! Do it! Do it
I
now!
had the talk to myself feature of Roll20 on, so only I saw that I rolled a 19 and 7 damage. Let me just do that again.
Roll the
19 and better
again.
damage.
Alright.
I'm down. Do I have to start rolling death saves now?
Yes, you do.
But that's on my turn, right?
That's on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Gesh.
Didn't the thing say it spawns adjacent, not on top of you?
Sure.
I will cast, or I will try to hit it, and if it hits, I will smite.
Alright.
Advantage from Fairy Fire.
That will hit for a little bit of bludgeoning. Your hammer sort of passes through it, wubs it a little bit, and then the smite.
For 8 radiant damage.
8 damage. It
Plus
wails.
1d8 for Undead or Fiend.
Yeah, it's a first level spell slot plus 1 for Fiend.
The extra damage is 2d8 for a first level spell slot plus 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's an extra d8 in there?
Yes, there should be.
Okay, so another 5. Yeah, it definitely wails in pain, sadness. You're not really sure. It's weird. Irina. Going to throw more fire, but like holy fire. And that dex save, it goes right through it. Ghost is going to grab at Gesh. And rolls horribly. You just back away from it as it slowly reaches out for you with a cold, grasping hand. Marcus, roll a death save.
That is 1 fail.
1 fail. Camus.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing 2 bonus actions. One of them to create 3 more magic stones. The other one to healing word on Marcus.
Can you do more than one bonus action?
You get 1 bonus
Um,
action.
I can't
Can you
replace my
upcast
action
the
with a
bonus
standard.
action into an action?
I think you can replace a standard action.
Oh
with a
yeah,
bonus
okay,
action,
that
yeah.
would make sense then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's rules as written, but it's a pretty easy to accept homebrew.
Yeah.
You get 9 HP.
I'm up.
Yep.
And then Katrina is up.
I'm going to run up and stab this ghost. I stab the ghost.
You indeed stab it. Guess you're up.
I will try to hit it again, and if I succeed, I will smite again.
You hit.
I want to test some.
How do you want to do this?
Or not.
My Warhammer strike just like sets it on fire with like holy radiance,
What?
and it
It burns.
it's screaming and burning. Yes.
Yeah. It fades, and then the screaming fades.
Ow.
Brandon's going to dismiss the Shadow Blade, reach down and help Marcus up. Are you okay?
I'll live. But you all owe me a drink.
Yes.
Gladly.
Also, I need
Oh,
to
you
sit
put up a
down for a
fight.
minute. It's probably a good idea if we take like a short rest before we press on.
How late into the evening is it? Should we just camp here or
It is
possibly go back to the shipwreck?
pre-evening, but it will definitely be dark if you short rest.
So we might as well just make camp and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Should we go back to the shipwreck?
It's
You want to make camp in a rotting, soaked ship?
That does sound like not the best idea, now that you say
let's
it.
just make camp here.
Yeah, along the river.
I will go back to the bones and
But
actually
maybe away from
put
the
them in the
Yeah,
spirits.
ground
not
and bury
go
them
down a little
properly.
bit.
If you really want to inter those after all that, be my guest. But
Wasn't their fault they were disturbed. I'm just putting them back into their proper resting place.
Are we gonna have to roll for encounters during the night like last time?
Oh yes.
So can we say that while we're on the fire before going to bed, I can get a short rest?
You get a short rest. I want everyone to roll perception.
I'm gonna use that short rest to recover 2 first level spell slots.
2, 13,
oh, not with
24.
advantage, so that's a 14.
That should be passable. I eat all my hit dice.
No matter what happens tomorrow, no distractions, no detours. We're going to Valaki. Are we in agreement on that?
Yeah. You know, unless we get attacked by wolves again or something.
Certainly no more fortune tellers.
Hey, I thought she was pretty nice. except for the spooky part at the end.
I can't help but think that I pulled your card, Gesh, but whatever. I guess she makes the rules.
Hey, I like the One of Swords.
Roll.
I don't know
you all
what it
got-
means yet, but I like it.
At least you all got cards.
Hey, you got a card.
I pull it out. It's fucking blank.
So fill it in yourself. Don't let some old woman tell you what your future's supposed to be.
If I weren't in such a bad mood, I might find that inspirational.
I'm gonna lie down on my bedroll. Someone else can have first watch tonight.
I'll stay up.
Yeah, Gesh, can you roll insight real quick?
No, I cannot.
Yeah, clearly you can't. Yeah, you're just looking at the card, which reminds me, I'm going to post that real quick,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all can roleplay and chat about that and discuss your fortunes.
Should really make like a handout with all this information in it.
I do have one, but it has other information.
Oh, I see.
that-
I meant you could like make a one for us and just copy and paste the card information into or something.
Would you prefer
Alternatively-
that, or would you prefer a pinned note in chat?
Like in Discord, you mean?
In Discord, yeah.
I like notes in Roll20 that we can easily reference during game, but pinned notes in Discord also work.
Okay, I'll make a roll 20.
That way the stream can see it too.
Hey,
That blank card was certainly a twist, though.
yeah, I was not expecting that.
I take it that doesn't normally happen.
No, it doesn't. I also see why you chose me to go last.
Heh. And the third one. Let me give it a real name. How do you spell Taroka cards? Two R's?
T-A-R-O-K-K-A.
Okay, it's
Two
just
Ks.
it's one R and two K's. Okay, that's all I
Correct.
needed. There you go. I don't know why the formatting on.
It is weird, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's weird. You could fix it later.
It doesn't really matter.
You can go in and fix it between games.
Yeah. One of you presumably has the thought to write down the words in setting. In game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dare I say it, one of you will start a journal?
I want to start a journal.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the Morning Lord, that's the god who the temple in Barovia was dedicated to.
I wonder if I've
Yes.
been keeping a journal already since before Barovia.
Maybe.
About hunting whatever shit I hunt.
Right.
Seems history is destined to repeat itself.
Oh shit.
But yeah. What?
If we have to go back to if the House of the Morning Lord refers to that temple, like how we mentioned specifically at the beginning of the session, let's never go back to the village of Barovia for that reason.
Oh no.
Interesting.
We might have to, though. But we'll get to that later. Right, so if we're not going to be talking about anything, I say over the uncomfortably long quiet of all of us just sitting around a campfire,
I'm already lying down.
I'm willing to take first watch. Who should I wake up?
Literally anyone but me.
You can wake me.
Before you even turn in, just as you're chatting by the fire and winding down, see, all of you, Marcus didn't actually give me a perception roll.
Oh, were we supposed to roll perception?
Yeah.
I missed that, I guess.
All of you, as you're starting to wind down, see a figure. A gaunt figure. Wild looking. Bare feet. Tattered gowns of stitched animal skins. You can't tell if it's a man or woman,
Where is it?
but you hear their ragged breathing.
Where are they in relation to us?
Other side of the bridge.
On the other side of the bridge, yeah.
I see.
Spooky.
Heads up, looks like we've got company.
That's some skinwalker shit.
Are they getting closer?
Yes. They're
Oh,
kind of
like-
meandering towards you, but in a
Okay.
very who had Katrina, you can sort of see that they're sniffing the air.
I don't know if they can see, but I think they might be able to smell us.
They don't look like much of a threat, but then again, this is Barovia.
You're learning. Irina has not seen it. She just sees that all of you have perked up.
Well, I mean, I imagine she could look at where we're all looking and then see it.
Oh yeah, but she's basically was in bed, and then it's like, well, I have no idea what's going on. You have no idea what's going on, but you know it's dangerous, so you're learning. And then she turns and gets up and looks, and she's like, oh shit.
I will ready my bow just in case.
I take it that's not a good thing.
No.
What are we looking at here?
There are strange folk who live in the woods. The Vistani are one thing. They do not live in the towns, but they are still civilized. They are just a nomadic folk.
They're basically like gypsies, right?
Yeah. But these are people who do not come to the towns at all. They live in the wilds. And well, it takes, if you ask me, it takes a special kind of crazy to live in the wilds in Barovia, of all places.
Understandable.
You, Camus, I know you are a man of nature? An elf of
Yes.
nature, excuse me? Yeah, you call yourself a druid, yes?
Yes.
Well, a druid, wherever you're from, and a druid from Barovia are two very different things, I believe. And oh fuck, they're getting closer.
Is this a we should run now, or we might be able to take it if we're careful?
You hear very husky laughter coming from the figure.
That's it. I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my hammer.
I'm gonna bonus action magicify 3 stones.
Well, roll
I assume
initiative.
things are happening, yeah.
Oh, that's a little better.
Don't forget Arena.
Right.
She's faster than I am.
And the druid will pull out a very gnarly piece of wood.
Okay.
It looks like it's covered in blood. And they will plunge it into the earth.
It's not their turn yet.
This is the beginning of the fight. And you hear shifting all around you from the trees.
What are
That's
those?
not a good thing.
I don't know, ants or something, I guess.
Something like that. They look like corrupted, awakened plants. Marcus, you're up first.
Well, I'm already aiming my arrow at this person, so I might as well let it go.
You hit.
Thump. 5 damage.
5 damage. It howls and roars. Camus.
Apologies. Just reading a spell I've never used before. Okay. Action to cast Flaming Sphere. I'll make this nice and red. I'll drop it here. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna move it to ram into this plant.
Alright.
Which means dex saving throw.
What's the DC? Oh, 13.
Should be 15. Because my spell save is 15. I don't know why this keeps saying 13.
Okay, it fails.
Okay. Then 2d6 fire damage. Nice.
It
11
explodes.
fire damage. Okay. And once it rams something, its movement immediately ends, so
Katrina.
I myself will move backwards.
I should have moved too. Too late now.
Bonus action, summon the Shadow Blade again, and action, throw it at the nearest twig thingy.
Alright.
So that is going to be yeet.
You cut its head off.
These things are really weak. There's a lot of them. I'm also going to move towards Camus.
Marcus. One leaps from the tree out at you and claws you for 5 piercing damage.
Oh boy, 5 damage.
This one is going to claw you, Marcus, for scratching your armor.
Miss. Question mark?
Yeah, it misses. This
That's
one's
good.
going to claw at Gesh and miss.
Nice.
This one will claw at Gesh and crit you for 6 damage. And this
It's not
one's
so
going
bad.
to attack Irina. Takes a swipe at her. And then the others across the bridge.
Have to get over here.
Indeed. Actually, they're gonna sprint because what do you even do? And the druid will take his gnarly, bloody piece of wood out of the ground and then stab himself with it.
Oh god.
And where it connects, his skin, or her skin, you're still not sure, but their skin begins to twist and gnarl and become bark, and now they are encased in bloody bark.
That is not creepy
Intense.
at all.
Yesh.
Uh, I do wish I had more crowd control. I also wish I knew if protection from evil and good was gonna help me from these. So instead, I'll just, I'll hit this one.
Alright.
It's probably toast.
Yeah, it splinters. Irina. Irina is going to try to hit the one in front of her. It's at close range, so that is actually a disadvantage. It goes wide. Marcus.
I'm gonna hit the one next to me. Oh, well, I'm gonna drop my bow on the ground and just pull out my sword and stab the one next to me.
Alright. You hit.
11.
You hack it to pieces. This is now firewood.
Heh.
Camus. If you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Apologies. Bonus action to move the sphere there. Note that anything that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere also has to make the dex saving throw or take 2d6 damage.
Okay.
And then I will normal action throw one of my stones at the plant that's next to Irina.
Alright. Yeah, it shatters into twigs.
Okay. I'm gonna
Katrina.
maneuver my way back down to where the rest of the people are, resummon the Shadow Blade from the still lingering spell, and shove it at this thing. And that's going to be. This is dim light, yes? Or is it bright because it's close to the campfire?
You're close
It
enough
matters.
to the campfire that it's bright.
Okay. It matters because I have advantage in dim light or darkness with this.
That's enough. The twig blights. Oh, the one that's still alive, if you could call it that, on your side of the bridge is going to take a swipe at Gesh and miss. Scratches your plate armor. And the others
That's
are going
rude.
to move into the tree. You have a hard time seeing them now. You know they're in there, but they are very camouflaged. The druid. Get there. And how does this spell work? No, not that one. We'll cast Shillelagh as a bonus action.
I remember this spell.
And then we'll cast Entangle. Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. Okay, so he's gonna plant it. 20-foot square. Okay, so we'll plant it there.
And what does this do exactly?
Irina, Markish, and Gesh need to make a strength save
Right now?
or be restrained. Yes.
Damn it!
Marcus, you fail. Gesh, you succeed.
Yes.
And Irina also succeeds.
I was already wounded though, so.
You can use your action to try to break it. Gesh, you're up.
I'll go ahead and finish this one off. Hopefully.
Yep, it shatters under the weight of your warhammer.
Okay, wait,
Irina.
I can still move. Am I gonna take damage if I move in the range of this?
I believe so, yes.
What if I move past it? Is this difficult terrain?
Yes.
I think you can't go within 5 feet of it.
But do I have to end my turn within 5 feet of it? Or do I just have to
Are you
pass?
talking about the flaming sphere?
Yeah.
You can just, like, go... As long as you don't end your turn within 5 feet of it, you can just pass through the squares. Fine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, but this would still take me 20 feet, right?
It's entering, so it would be 10 feet to get here and then 15 to get here.
Okay, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so I'll move here.
Wouldn't you go diagonals to get out of there?
Yeah, so what, this would be 5? Or 10?
Oh, that'd be 5.
That would be 5 because you're leaving the,
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll just
There you
go
go.
this way.
Alright. Irina's just gonna throw fire at the druid. And miss horribly, wow. She hits she hits Camus's fire. And it sort of just becomes part of that. Marcus, you are still restrained.
God damn it.
Camus, you're up.
Bonus action. Move that there and ram the druid, so DC 15 dex save.
All right.
This game is like you 1v1 direwolf, so now you can't do anything for the rest of the game.
It's gonna fail.
All right. And you know what? I'll pump 2 instances of my harvest scythe into this, so an additional 2d10 damage. Wow. And
15
then,
damage.
yep,
All right.
15 fire, or 2 fire, and then 13 necrotic.
Okay.
And then for my action, I'll throw a magic stone at him.
Or her. We
Yeah.
still don't know.
At them.
Well, the scream that you hear from the fire sounds a little more male, but
Well, that answers that, probably. Damn.
They're just like, ah, ow.
And then I will move myself over here. Yeah.
Katrina.
I'm going to move up so I have line of sight, summon the sword just in case it's needed as a bonus action, and then for my actual action, I'm going to reach out and summon a spectral skeletal hand to reach out and attempt to slap them, but
You do not
I
slap
doubt that
them.
hits.
No. Gesh. The trees come out to attack you again. At least that's what it
Yeah.
feels like. A bunch of twigs just fall all over you. And you take 1, 2, 3. Your AC. You take 5 piercing, and the other 2 just scratch at you.
Uh-huh.
And then the druid, howling, and his, well, you can't see their face, but they're howling, and their voice is just filled with rage, is gonna lift their magic stick up and sort of do the Tuscan Raider thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then smack you for 9 bludgeoning. And then he's gonna try to move away from the fire. And then it is your turn.
I am going to roll for Warhammer, and then let me see what the roll is before you tell me whether it hits or misses.
Okay.
Okay, I will not add Guided Strike to that because I'm thinking that probably hits.
Who are you hitting?
Oh, the Druid.
Describe your kill.
Oh, cool. I was gonna add Smite to it. I knock his head off.
Okay. You just brain him.
No, literally, it flies off his neck and it just lands in the river.
Alright.
I'm not sure that works, but okay.
The stick figure is still mad at us.
Yes. Irina's just gonna blow one of them up with fire. Except she's not.
You had one
She's
job.
like, I'm too worried about hitting Gesh. Marcus. As the caster is dead,
Oh,
he
it
no
went
longer
away?
has concentration.
Oh, okay, so... Would that have broken out, though?
Yes.
Of course I get it after, it doesn't matter. Really want to get... Well, I... There since... They're weak as fuck, so...
Yep. You just tear this one apart. Camus.
Bonus action to move this 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Ram the one on the left. So DC 15 dex save.
It fails.
8 fire.
And explodes.
And then I will throw a rock at the remaining one. My last rock.
Yeah, it just collapses.
Well, that was eventful.
Yep.
Well, at least now we know how to deal with these bastards.
Can I get that arrow back?
Yes.
Neat. I'm gonna lie down again.
So about taking first watch. I'll probably wake up either Irina or Camus for that.
Alright. I think
Oh,
that
come on, I
is
can
a
do it.
good... I think that's a good stopping point for tonight.
Okay.
Alright.
Yay, I didn't almost die this session.
According to you.
If only the ghost had possessed you instead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I mean, I have less HP than you, so
Yeah.
You might have a higher AC though, I think.
Oh yeah. Guess just got the highest AC by far.
Anyway. I guess we go back to the other screen then.
Yes. So, you go to sleep. But will I reuse the same cliffhanger as last time?
Tune in next time on Curse of Strahd Plus.
no, it's official. This is a Dragon Ball campaign now.
Thank you all for watching, if you are still here in chat or if you're going back and watching the VOD.
Or if
I
you're
hope we were
watching this when
entertaining.
we release it as a edited down version, whenever that happens.
Regardless, I hope we were entertaining.
Yep. And we'll see everyone next time.